Last time on Will Save. Pirate ambush. The group is assailed by two starfishers while they are planning their next move. Startled by the attack, the well-disciplined group retreated behind cover before counterattacking the starfisher reinforcements. The tide of battle turns when Heerz supercharges Rick 19's artillery laser. Rick 19 takes aim and fires one decisive shot at the vest, killing it instantly. However, the ship is still bucking wildly, there are more pirates aboard, and a potentially dangerous treasure is on the verge of falling into the wrong hands. How will our courageous passengers respond? Find out this time on Will Save.
When I was in like 6th grade, my teacher, my science teacher, who was really cool, Mr. Wisaki, was like, before school you could come to his classroom, right? And hang out and like play Lero and do cool stuff. And the guard would be like, I don't know if you're allowed to come in so early to school. And then you show them the badge that Mr. Wisaki would make for you. And he'd always write your name on it real quick and then be like, is allowed in like big capital letters. He tried to write Jonathan Swan on it and was like, this is too long. And then he was like, John Swan, that's it. And then just wrote, is allowed. And I was like, my mind was blown because 6th grade me was like, you can shorten someone's name?
That's funny.
Why? What is it go? And my identity changed forever. And then that's when I realized that my name rhymes, and I was like, okay, now I need to like live up to whoever this
And that's when you
is.
became a musician.
And I sang it.
That's the day.
That's the first time notes erupted from me as if I were in a musical.
I have a friend, Carlos Torres. What's up, buddy? I hope you're listening. I've known him since I think it was like 2nd grade technically, but we actually went to class together in 3rd grade, and we were out on the playground one time, and he pulled me aside and he's like, hey, I just have to tell you something. And I was like, okay, what? And he's like, my name in English is Charles.
That's so great.
And as like a third grader, I was like, what? Oh my god, mind blown. Yeah.
Wow. Well, unless I do want to see if anybody else's players have nicknames, but the reason that I brought this up was because I wanted to ask if your characters have nicknames, and if they did, how did they get them? Who gave them to them? Do they go by them? Do they tell anybody? I don't think it's come up yet, really.
Well, it certainly comes up for Dr. OK in the sense that Dr. OK is an abbreviation.
That is true. He goes by Dr. OK. What is his full name?
Dr. Contuo Casas.
Ah, yes.
But yeah, it's a little backwards. It's not a true nickname or a true abbreviation, but yeah. And it came up, I suppose, for Dr. OK, dealing with very fast-minded people and a slow talker. It's better for me to say Dr. OK versus Dr. Contuocatus.
You're like the sloth from Zootopia.
So everyone just like their eyes would glaze over when you say your full name.
Yeah. Dr. OK is much easier.
But the best part is that it's other Osharus who... The question is that just a typical Osharu speaking cadence or pattern? Or are there different ones?
I would say no, it's not typical.
Okay.
I mean, or there are different Osharis. So
That's true. Just didn't know if that was like a cultural thing, maybe, but it's not. It's all right. I like it. Anybody else?
Well, I guess I can go next. So, androids are fabricated humans, and a lot of times they don't take on a name. But for Rick, his name is actually an acronym for his model number. So his model number is a Ringworks Industry Calometric Kineticist, and that is shortened down to Rick. And he's a Mark 19, which gives him the 19 number. So Rick 19.
I had no idea. That's cool.
Well, now you do. The more you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Heerz does not have the nickname, but if anyone comes up with one, let me know, and I'll think about it as time goes on.
Was your mom or dad never like, Heersy?
Heerz didn't really have too much of a relationship with his mom or dad from a pretty young age, so yeah. Heersy. That would be cute, but unfortunately, no. And you guys come up with some suggestions. I'll think about it. Maybe we can define like what Heerz's nickname is as time goes on, based on his behavior and stuff.
Or the listeners. Or Heerz is short for something. What is it short for?
Frankly, I thought about calling you Hearsay a bunch of times, but
punishment.
That's
You wasted a punishment.
It's good though. It's good.
Wait, if you give a bad pun, like the punishment's like screwed for the rest of the episode.
Punishment?
No one can get it.
You get to take
No
back
one can
your
use it now.
Yeah, if the listeners come up with something, please do.
hey, if y'all want to give me a punishment for that one,
No, we're not going to give you punishment.
all right, Nico.
To do it in role play. That's the rule.
That's
It's on the site.
It's on the site.
It's official now.
It's literally in tiny text at the bottom.
check out the website.
Check
Make
out the
comments
website.
about our
Save
house rules.
podcast.com.
Do
It's
we
one
need
of those things
to?
where it's like, look in the left, and then you look in the left, and look in the right.
Look at the, look at the top.
Look beneath the triangle. You have to do punishment in roleplay.
None of us is making it.
Well, I'm glad we don't have to bring the House of Commons into session here, but Nico, he doesn't have a nickname, though he's always kind of internally sought the kind of moniker of Quickfire,
Nice.
because he's always he's practiced with using tool pistols at the same time. So
He's
From experience, you can't make up your own nickname. It'll never work.
I
Just
know.
saying. Nobody will ever call you Quickfire.
It's just, hey, that's not true. And we have cinematic examples of such. All right? Peter Quill wanted to be called Star-Lord for such a long time. And at the end of his movie, where he cited Footloose as the greatest movie in the world, someone said, Star-Lord. And he said, finally.
I hope you have that great fortune.
Me
someday.
too.
It will only take a dance battle for the was it the Power Stone?
Yes.
He has a power stone. Yeah.
Hey, look, I talked about how this adventure path is highly unique. So maybe there's a dance battle in the future, maybe there's not. Who knows?
It's highly unique, but maybe it will, follow the exact outline of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, it might or might not be just a shot-for-shot remake of Guardians of the Galaxy.
If you like pina coladas. And then we'll just play 70s and 80s music like the whole time.
Roll an athletics check and a persuasion check at the same time.
Yeah. Wait, why an athletics check?
Yeah, dancing falls under survival.
What are you dancing for?
Dex.
Dex? Yeah, so it's athletics.
I would think it's an acrobatics check.
Acrobat. Well, it depends on the type of your dance you're
Break
doing.
dancing.
Yeah,
Break
yeah, if
dancing.
you're breakdancing.
Yeah. You didn't specify what type of dancing we were doing. For
You're
all you
right.
knew, I could have just been doing the
You were
coffee
right.
grinder.
You are
Could
correct.
be-
True that. Wait, I'm curious, Kevin. You said that when you try to give a nickname to yourself, it doesn't stick ever. Have you attempted this? And what
No,
did
I
you
was just
attempt?
joking.
All right.
I have had nicknames in real life, though. All through high school, I was called Milky.
Milky?
Yep. And everybody thinks it's because I was actually like one of the few white kids at my school. My school was 4% white. And I was a part of a fraternity where I was only one of a handful of, white-skinned people. And so everybody assumes it was actually that's a long story. We'll get into it another time. So Phi Beta Sigma's high school version, Sigma Beta. Anyways, I'm not ashamed of it. I can gladly go into it. It's just like a long conversation. Anyways,
we only have an hour, Kev.
I know, right?
Of these listeners' precious time.
But everybody would call me Milky, and everybody assumed that I was called Milky because I was the white kid in the group. But really, it's because I bought Milky Way bars from my teacher / fraternal advisor every day for like the entire time I was in school. So
Your teacher sold you candy?
Yeah. And the funds went to
Did
the
it have
fraternity.
razor blades
I
and
thought he was
drugs
just
in it?
profiting off
No,
the students.
no.
Just marking them up at like insane prices.
No.
I had
Where
a
did you grow up?
Oh,
Rialto,
don't know.
California? San Bernardino?
okay. Got you. William?
Far East LA?
I see.
Actually, what I was going to say is really boring, so I'm not going to say it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah!
What I was going to say was that, real quick, and then we can start playing, because I've been waiting all week to play. You were talking about how you bought Milky Way bars all the time. And that sounds just like me as a little kid, because I used to eat those Nutter Butter bars.
Oh, yeah.
Like the ones that were like the wafers with the peanut butter and the chocolate around. And I would eat it every day at lunch.
So somebody stole
And then
it.
one day... What?
No, go ahead.
So one day at at lunch, I just couldn't open it. And I was just like a chubby kid. I would just have been my whole life. And I was like eating, and then I was like, excuse me, can you please open this? Because I couldn't open it. And then literally the lunch attendant came over and said, if you keep eating these, you're going to turn into one. And then I started to cry.
Oh.
I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it.
That is really sad.
I know. And I called my mom, and
Do you want to know?
Shaped like a peanut, so you'd end up being shaped like a peanut, which would be interesting.
I have one cafeteria story, and it's really lame. At
wanna hear
my
it.
Let's hear it.
cafeteria, in my elementary school in
You started it
Fairfax,
now.
I tried to lead a boycott against the cafeteria school food
what?
because it was terrible. And so,
That's so funny.
I got in a whole lot of trouble that I had to change schools.
Are you serious?
That's really funny.
Well, I incidentally changed schools.
Wait,
but
did
yeah.
you also try to create an insurrection at your school beyond the
No.
Do you waving a flag, standing on top of the lunchroom?
People got really upset because I was like,
I am
like,
William Garrett. They may take our food, they may take our flavor, but they will never take our freedom.
But they
fairly
kept William
accurate.
Yeah, but then he got kicked out.
I see.
Wow.
Damn, that's actually kind of awesome. Not a long story at all.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that's pretty great. Respect.
In
Hell yeah.
sixth grade, I would actually, it was, I think, $2 for like the full meal, but it was 50 cents for chocolate milk and 50 cents for a cookie. So every day for lunch, I'd have 2 chocolate milks and 2 cookies.
Nice.
Smart, man.
Yeah.
Quick
Good.
maps.
Some good, wholesome food right there.
That's like at USC in college each day. That's just what
Yeah,
you
that's not second grade. This is
ate. Not second grade. In college. Well, speaking of, eating chocolate milk, drinking chocolate milk, and poor segues,
Leading insurrections against
and insurrections
against the tyrannical
cafeteria lady.
cafeteria school district
That-
food caterer program.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That is but a microcosm of this adventure. A small snippet of what
Well,
could be on the Chimera.
that might have been the coolest story I think I've ever heard.
Will.
I got actually
Sorry,
better.
No lie, that was awesome.
Dr. OK did storm into the kitchen on the Chimera.
Yeah.
It's true.
On an alternative cut.
Episode 2 or 3.
On an alternative
Yeah.
It
cut
all
of
makes
this.
sense now. The threats are coming.
It's all. This adventure path has been building your whole life.
Yeah.
I've reached out to people in your past in order to make the real life connections to your character.
Will sent a request into Adam Sandler to write Sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
And Lunch Ladyland.
That was a very popular song at the time. Not to date
Yeah.
myself.
Yep.
It's okay. So let's jump in. I've been waiting for this hour all week, and I'm stoked to talk about how you all have, gone through. You went up this hatch that was a secret hatch in a secret compartment. You exit through a door that leads to the starboard cargo area. You come
Starboard.
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 Star-Lord.
Starboards. And
Quick fire.
you see
I mean, you can say
before
starboard. Starboard.
Starboard. You see before you Song, who is collapsed on the ground. And come to find out, they are lifeless. They are dead. You take out the threats of 3 space pirates. You kill one, knock one unconscious, and then are currently talking to the 3rd. And I just want to ask you guys, as we jump back in, what are your thoughts on what you're going to say to this pirate? Because I think last time we talked about how some of you wanted to just, imprison her, perhaps in a crate. Some of you wanted to use her to try and convince her to help out. So I want to give you guys the space just for a minute to talk about that. You can do it in character, but I don't know. It might be nice outside of character.
Out of character, and I believe hearsay, we'll say, we'll believe in this. We'll agree with this, is I think Nico is definitely going to try to get her to turncoat and actually fight against the people she was hired to serve along with to get plunder. So
Kevin thinks that's a terrible idea. I don't know how you expect to trust a space pirate to fall along with you and not shoot you in the back. But
I fully intend for her to lead the way. She's going to be on point. Like, I do not trust her, but I do recognize she can be of value and can be used to our own ends.
I don't know about that, to be honest.
Dr. OK thinks that if we're going to be dealing with pirates, it's best to have as much collateral as well as leverage as possible.
As
So keeping her alive, yeah.
Oh, in order to have her help us? Like leverage over her?
Yes.
I don't know what leverage we have over her. That's the thing.
Well, we could always trade her for, some of the crew with the pirates or whatever, maybe.
Yeah,
Comes out of that.
I see where you're going with that, Will. I don't think pirates are going to trade one life for a hostage.
So they're not willing
they
to
don't believe
trade.
in hostages?
Yeah, they're not going to trade their hostages for another crewmate, but you expect their crewmates to turn on them. I'm so confused on the hierarchy of pirates. Just
There's
general.
not much of a hierarchy. And as a character who's a pirate, I can say that they will stick up for each other. It's not like they do form friendships and bonds and stuff.
So you wouldn't trust one to turn on their crew either, right?
Right.
No, that could happen, but I mean, yeah, you got to vet your pirates, all right?
I know one thing that's on Rick's mind is he still wants to know, there's so much going on in the ship right now, and we know now that Algiata and Trustneck are the Astrozoans that were related to, or not related, associated with these starfishers, but the starfishers don't recognize the Astrozoans as a part of their crew. So there's that mix. But then there's also the Hobgoblin and the Goblins, which seem to be at least doing whatever the starfishers intend to do.
Maybe all of these people are here for the same thing. It's like a
For different reasons, though?
Yeah, I
Like
could see
Smoking
that.
Aces. Terrible movie.
I'll also give a little reminder, and maybe this is our slightly more well-positioned segue. into playing, which is that right as we ended, you heard this thud against the south wall of the cargo bay. And there was a communique coming in on the communicator of like, shh, help, Jim, please, help. And then the sounds of struggle, and then a poof.
Wait, sorry, on whose communique did we hear that?
It was on one of the pirates' communique.
Oh, I thought it was coming over the ship's audio.
Yeah, same.
It was on the pirates' communique.
I changed my position then. I think we should keep her alive and use her.
Yep.
For sure.
So with that said, I'm going to pull you guys over to the Mapizzle.
Mapizzle.
It's a technical Starfinder term for map.
Map Paizo.
The thud poof, hits the wall. You do know what's happening, she says to all of you. I think we ended where you all were discussing what to do with her. You do know what's happening, right? I told you that you should be careful. We are not to be messed with. That thud that you heard is just the beginning of our takeover. You may have won in this little cargo bay of your little ship, but that does not mean that the war is lost and that we will take it all for ourselves.
Nico's going to roll a diplomacy roll here, and Nico's going to say, exactly. And you are going to help us thwart your friends here.
Heerz is going to do sense motive. That could have very well just been her ally, so...
That's 17 plus 8, I believe, is my diplomacy check here.
That's a 2. Heerz understands nothing.
Yeah, it is. 17 plus
I'll
8.
do a sense motive.
I got a 25 on my diplomacy.
25
Very
on diplomacy.
nice.
2 from Heerz on
Sense
trying to gauge the motive of her. And Dr. OK, what did you get on your sense motive?
24.
All right.
24. Your sense motive tells you that she is very confident in the abilities of her crew, and however, she is unsure that, like, there's no way for her to know that pound on the wall is winning or not. She's clearly trying to intimidate, for lack of a better word. Mm-hmm. Nico, as soon as you say that, she falters briefly and says, I have told you as much as I know.
I'm not asking you to tell us anything more about what you know. I'm asking you to participate physically and most likely violently in the overthrow of your takeover. If you want to live.
I have one more question to ask, if I may. What do you know of the hobgoblins on board?
I'm sorry, who?
What do you know of the goblins and the hobgoblin that were on board?
I know nothing about them.
So you know nothing of the situation that's happening on the ship. And he turns and walks away.
Okay, so Rick walks away. She is standing there, still with her hands behind her back.
Can I roll an intimidation on that?
Sure.
15 plus 3 is 18.
She looks down at her feet, seems a little lost in thought.
What did my diplomacy check do on that, John? Like, I was asking her to participate on that.
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
What is in it for me?
How about your life? You're at our mercy at the moment, and we'll decide whether or not you go free from here or are sucked out into space. Because at this point, the way I see it, we're on a ship that's being overtaken by pirates, you being one of them. And you're either with us or against us. I don't have time to keep an eye on you, and I don't have time to lock you up in a crate and just hope you survive. So you'll either participate in doing the right thing and getting the people on this passenger ship safely to Absalom, or you can get an up-close view of space and the stars without a vac suit. Your call.
Do you really trust me with a weapon?
I'm not going to trust you. I'm not going to trust you, but you're on point, and you're going to be in front of everybody else. Your call and your life.
I don't know if I like this plan.
You know, you all really would make good pirates.
You have no idea.
Rick wants to check on Song's body.
Rick checks Song's body.
Yeah, and I'm going to use my medicine check.
Okay.
16 plus, I think, a 5.
Yeah, you can tell that their body was hit by some pretty intense cold damage, and they passed pretty quickly.
Like,
it was a one-shot kill.
Can I tell if it was like a weapon fire or like a magic?
Weapon fire.
Okay. And nobody had a cold weapon.
You haven't... I don't know if you've looked at them yet. Have you?
Well, that was going to be my next step before we move any further is strip whatever this redhead is holding.
I thought actually I had already started looking through some of their belongings earlier. That's why they thought that we would make good pirates, because I was like, oh.
Rick, you look over Song. They don't have much on them.
I'm not looting Song's body.
I know. You were looking over to see if Song was definitely from the hail cannon. That's how we got talking about the equipment. And then you were like, oh, did we loot them? And then, Dr. OK, you were looting the bodies. So we were just going over quickly because I don't think last time we went over who got what. So who got what?
Dr. OK picked up a frag grenade and a pistol, just a slightly higher attack roll than my Costajet liquidator. And that's about it. All the other stuff Dr. OK is not really equipped for.
Do you want to take this tactical pistol?
Yes.
I
I can fire this.
I will take the heavy armor, since it looks like none of you are able to wear that.
Yeah, definitely not.
So Rick picks up the Golem Forged Plating 1, because it's slightly better than what he has. It's going to take a few minutes to put that on and get it fitted right. He also is going to... There's a Sub-Zero hail cannon there, but...
That's likely the weapon that took Song out.
Yeah, it makes sense, because it's as big as my artillery laser, but...
yeah, it's a badass weapon.
It's only
Have you seen the automatic fire property?
No, do I have to go look this up again? Man, this is...
No. Yeah, you should. Anyway.
I was going to say, I'm going to grab the batteries from that unless somebody else wants to pick it up. And then I'm also going to grab the tactical great axe.
That's the best cat.
Can we can I store, if nobody wants the hail cannon,
just watch your
later
bulk, because you'll get encumbered.
Yeah, you're carrying it. Just watch your bulk. Yeah.
Does anybody...
I can't lock it up in a crate or put it in my room.
You could lock it up in a crate. You could also go put it up in your room. But again, when you do, if you leave, things will happen. Obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also going to drop the Stormhammer that we grabbed earlier.
Yep, the diamagnetic one.
Because now how do I...
Wait, if you want to give it to me, I can hold on to it and sell it later.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I might even drop this laser pistol.
Nico?
I can't use that.
Use it? You cannot. Damn. I really want somebody to use it, because if I'm not using it, I want somebody to use it.
What, the Stormhammer?
Yeah, it's just dope. It's just a cool weapon.
I know, but the tactical great axe is more powerful.
All right, Mr. Min-Maxer.
I know, right?
Heerz, can you use that?
I'm checking now. I don't think so. I can only use light weapons, I think.
I can only use
small
basic
arms.
Melee, yeah.
Oh, it's a basic.
Okay,
if it's basic melee, then I could, but I don't think it is it?
It's
The
advanced melee.
hand axes are.
The hand axes are. Those
The
are
head
pretty
axe
cool.
is pretty good. They're one-handed.
two of
If no one has
There's
those,
two
I'll
of them.
take them. Hell yeah.
It's two of them.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You guys are tricked out now. You're all good. As you're doing all this, she is just silently surveying you. Especially you, Rick, as you don the Golem Plate Forge, and then Nico, as you're talking like, I want it, but I don't know if I can use it. She's like seen all these before and She just silently watches you and then looks back down.
Can I offer you something to relax, young lady?
She just looks at you and doesn't say anything.
I guess not.
Gonna take that as a no?
Here's just gonna go over to the downed dwarf and try to like wake her up. I think she's bound already, isn't she?
She's unconscious, stable, bound.
Unconscious, stable, bound. Yeah. So he will attempt to do that.
Okay. So you're gonna go wake her up.
Mm-hmm.
So you go. Maybe you slap her a little bit.
Oh yeah. Wakey, wakey.
She starts to try and move her hands. They're bound, the feet bound. She just looks at you.
Hey there, welcome back. I have a question or two for you.
They're nice, Godwina. You can answer any question, says the human pirate. The dwarf sits up, leans against the crate that you are talking to her at.
How do you know me? And what did I do?
What do you mean? How do I know you? How do you not know the pain that you inflicted onto my family?
Listen, Toots, I've had a really hard time. I can't remember everything. You gotta give me a little more than this.
She looks at you blankly and then says,
How could you not remember?
I don't know. Tell me, what did I do?
You killed my family.
What are their names?
Their names. It's funny you ask that. I go over their names every morning and night. A reminder that you killed them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Godwina. My husband was Godwin. And my son was Godwin Jr. And my other son was Godwin the Third. All Godwins.
Good God.
Punishment.
Strong name where I come from.
That was fair.
Strong name.
Yeah. Apparently not strong enough.
Here's just I'll bet. He's gonna try to remember. I guess that's wisdom.
yeah,
So
give me wisdom saving throw.
good lord, it's just a 3. Surely Heerz would remember
Yeah.
this though, right?
You don't
Unless he was
remember.
framed.
You don't remember at all.
I gotta say, I don't remember it. Sorry, I don't remember it. What did I do to them? Supposedly I did to them.
You killed them.
How did I kill them? And when?
You don't remember this.
I don't.
Give me a sense motive. Here's.
Smart to roll that. Good point. 11.
You're rolling terrible on this.
I know. So I should be using
gotta
the
start
physical
rolling-
dice, that's why.
Yeah. Roll your physical dice next time. You can tell she's telling you all that she knows.
Mm-hmm.
Who told you that I killed them? Did you see it happen, or did someone tell you?
She blinks and then turns and looks at the wall blankly, as if in thought. And she doesn't answer.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to convince her to answer me. So I'm going to, I guess, try to, like, be diplomatic with her.
Okay.
Look, maybe if it wasn't me, I could find out who did it. And maybe, I don't know, if I'm feeling generous, I can help. If you just tell me who told you I did this.
She looks at you, and her expression has... She's still upset, but it's like the mask is kind of broken a little bit, and she suddenly seems confused, and she just says,
I don't remember.
and then she turns back and looks at the wall.
Here's just going to tell her to give everything that she has on her person to him. I don't think we checked her yet, huh, while she was unconscious?
You did, because that's
Oh,
the
we did.
golem plate
Yeah, I took
force,
her
yeah.
off.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And speaking of
Duh.
that, Rick, while that's going on, Rick finishes putting on the golem armor, the golem plating, and then he walks over to the. Does Red have a name?
Yes, she does. Of course.
We never asked.
Does she have a name? Of course she has a name.
I just go over to the redhead. As a redhead,
Of course she has
I
a
take it
name.
offensively.
Yeah, of course. Her name is Sabrina.
So he walks over to Sabrina and he tells her to take off her armor.
I'm sorry.
Take off your armor.
And then she just turns around and shows you her cuffed hands.
Nico will point his two blasts at her and says, "It's okay, I got you covered."
And Rick will undo her.
Okay. She's wearing like a basic, shirt and stuff underneath it, and you take the armor. It's a second skin armor. And as you do that, she looks over at Nico and she says, somebody should really give you a nickname. Maybe like Quickfire. Something like that. I don't know, it just came to me. Pointed your guns and I thought
Nico's gonna put one of his guns just a little bit, and he's just gonna say, "Do you read minds?"
She winks at you.
So Rick kicks
All right.
the second skin away from her and then cuffs her.
Okay.
again.
And then, okay.
Here's going to detect magic on Godwina.
Ooh. Is that a spell or cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
Ooh.
Okay, so just for the listeners at home, Heerz and Godwina and Dr. OK are against the east wall near the door talking. Sabrina, Lifeless Song, Rick, and Nico are standing closer to the center of the starboard cargo bay. It's maybe been
48 minutes.
Well, it's still been about 50 minutes since you all encountered Trostanek and the explosion upstairs, and then since the thud down on the wall, it's probably been, I don't know, I'd say 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes or so. So you're gonna cast Detect Magic on Galbina.
Yeah, I want to see if there's something making her planting ideas in her head or something like that.
Okay,
I did
go ahead.
this. Yeah. It has a spell
did
DC
this.
of 15.
Okay, so you need to roll. Then let me see that actually, because I think this is the first time that we're doing Detect Magic.
I think so.
Read it.
Read
You
it out
detect all
loud.
magic spells, effects, items, and objects, including those on or affecting creatures you can see, as well as hybrid items in the area. You can't detect magical traps in this way, as they are created with additional magic that wards them from this common spell. Each round you concentrate on the same area, you can determine if one magical source you detect is from a spell, magic item, or other effect, and the caster level or item level of the effect. You can't determine if there are magic sources in areas you can't see, or if there was a magic source in an area at one time, but has since expired.
You can tell, obviously, that none of the weapons or armor that you guys have is magical in the sense that there's like a magical effect per se. It's more just like part of the technology that's already in there. I think the Sub-Zero Hail Cannon might have some magical components that cause it to cast the cold damage. I'm not sure. But in terms of what you're really focused on, you don't detect any sort of magical spell over her. And no, the Hail Cannon has a complex integrated coolant system. So you don't detect any magic in or around her. Rick, Nico, Dr. OK, what are you all thinking? There's been a thud. What are you guys doing?
Dr. OK was going to check this door and stealthily inspect the hallway.
Okay.
Open the door and peep down the hallway.
Door opens. And you look down the hallway, and I will reveal what you see. You see pretty much
5 more pirates pointing their weapons at you.
every time. Their names, Godwin Jr., Godwin the Third.
Here's
We come for our mother.
We're not dead after all.
We're never dead.
We were never dead. They've been dead for years. You see the hallway, and it is empty.
We better get moving. Are we taking these 2 with us or locking them up here?
I say
Let's take them with
easier
us.
to take them with us for the tactical advantage.
Nico, what do you say?
Nico's gonna be, let's do it.
I agree. I got the dwarf.
And he's gonna say to Sabrina, he's gonna be like, Don't make me live up to my name. Don't make me live up to my nickname.
Oh no.
I'm the one who gave it to you. I could always take it away.
No, you can't.
Take it away.
You've given it.
So you all start to do that. I will control them on roll 20. Unless I want to give one of you guys control, just for the purposes of moving them. You can tell me where you want them. I'll just give you all control.
Nick, do you want to move Sabrina, or do you want me to?
You got it.
Okay.
We'll move Godwina.
I'm just going to set it to all players.
Godwina Gryffindor.
Godwina Gryffindor. That is her name.
Did Song have anything on it?
They did not have anything on them.
Ika's going to take this
a cook,
opportunity. He's going to reload his azimuth laser pistols.
Yeah, Rick will.
Change the magazines on them.
So you guys walk out into the hallway. You're pushing these prisoners. Seems like Godwina is in the center. Dr. OK is in front. Nico and Heerz are right behind Godwina. And you all should be able to move Sabrina as well. Let me give them their names.
The teenage
So we're
witch.
in the hallway now.
Yeah, the teenage witch and Godwina Gryffindor. Sabrina Slytherin.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Rick, are you coming?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Rick is just adjusting the goal.
I'm going to
Play the
peer down this hallway.
Before Rick walked out of the room, though, he crossed Song's arms over and then like closed his eyes all ceremoniously. Closed their eyes.
Some pennies on
Yeah.
theirs.
2 coins on the eyes for the
That's-
boatmen.
For the boatman. I was just going to
Are
make
you
that
moving that
reference.
far
Good
ahead,
call, Nick.
Dr. Okay?
Good call, Nick.
So now, as a group, we're walking down the hall with the 2 hostages kind of out in front.
Okay, the 2 hostages out in front. You all start walking. Let me reveal this.
And every
And-
once in a while, Rick nudges her in the back with this giant artillery laser.
So as you look down the hallway,
Oh, there's another
you can see around the corner there is another there's another set of improvised, boundaries that were there. That's showing, right?
Yes, I see it.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Where did the sound come from? You said the south side of the cargo bay?
Yeah, it sounded like you all can see the gym door in front of you.
Oh, okay.
It sounded like it came from the gym, and that was in the comm that came over their communicative
thump
devices.
was
We should
Yeah.
get in there as quick as we can since it just happened.
You're going to let Sabrina move in first?
I don't know.
So yeah,
sure.
Rick will push her to the door. Can we see inside through the windows? Because
So
this door here is
Go
the
ahead.
gym.
that is the gym. Yeah. So I'll tell you what you see.
Natural 20 on perception.
On perception.
With 25 for perception.
Okay. This is good.
Great. When the GM says this is good, and starts rolling dice. What?
I didn't roll any dice.
Liar.
Now I'm going to roll a dice.
That's
No.
24 for me on perception.
Oh,
on
it
my
was
aid.
Nick rolling. Oh, I
Perception.
thought that was
it was
John rolling
Nick
it.
rolling it.
No,
Yeah.
I got a 24 on perception to aid.
Okay. Nice. So that's a plus. So that's a 27 for you. Are you doing it stealthily?
Do I need to do it stealthily?
Are you?
I mean, I'm just looking around and listening.
Yes,
You're just
I'll
looking at the
roll
door.
for stealth.
I'll roll
Dr.
for
Ok's only
stealth.
for stealth. Rick is not rolling.
I'll
I
roll
roll
for
for
stealth.
I rolled. Dr. OK rolled a 15.
15 from Dr. OK. Rick?
17.
17.
With my
Heerz,
minus
did you
1.
say something?
No. I'm going
Okay.
to stick out here for now.
I got a
Okay.
12 on my stealth.
Okay.
I actually, yeah.
What is this
Counted
door
it
to the
wrong.
left before the barricade?
You recall that as the door that has no window on it, and you were going to go try and open, but I think you guys tried to open it. It was in one of the earlier episodes. You tried to open it, it didn't open. That one is locked.
We tried
So
like
you need to open
engineering
it.
checks and everything, and nothing would get it to budge.
I think you didn't want to go forward. You were
Oh,
about
okay.
to like really dive in and let's say like, let's try and open this, and it didn't work. All right, so you're standing at the door. How do I want to do this?
Remember, we heard voices on that other doorway. Probably should have checked that out.
Yeah, give me a.
There's so much going on. I don't know which way to go.
That's
give
why it's a game. You can figure it out.
Give you a what?
Everyone, give me a wisdom check. as you're about to open the door here.
13.
13 as well.
20.
20.
10.
Okay. 10, 20, 13. Who got the 20?
Dr. Okay.
Here's, what did you roll?
13.
13. Okay. Dr. Okay, you recall, just as Rick is about to look in, and just as you go up to look in and be stealthy, you think about what was said, the phrasing, the candor. You start thinking about the voice. You're like, where have I heard this voice before? And you realize that the voice sounded like Lozu. And as Rick, as you and Dr. OK go to peer through, you actually see in the gym.
Oh! What?
The gym equipment is strewn all over the place. Bikes are knocked over. And
For
in
the
the center,
listener, he just
of the
revealed
mat,
the
hold
room.
Hold on. In the center of the mat,
Let's make sure it's not a bug.
in the center of the mat, you see Lozu Pahir, the first mate, unconscious on the ground. And standing over Lozu Pahir is Lozu Pahir, the first mate.
Oh god, it wasn't
digging through the pockets to see another Lozu Pahir.
We got a shapeshifter. Let's take her down.
Fucking let's do this. So we're not in initiative because she didn't see us, right?
Yeah, I don't think she saw you. You're just looking through the window. Do you want to go in?
I
Rick is
think we
going
should-
to hit the door.
Hold on.
button.
Hold on.
I feel like Rick starts to put his hand up, and Dr. Okay's tentacle
Hey, Heerz,
pushes it down.
Do you still have that ability to supercharge a weapon?
So we definitely haven't rested in a while, so we're all pretty taxed. But I do have something called a spell cache,
Okay.
which I can use once a day and activate any spell for free. So I will do that for Dr. Okay. I think I got one.
I was thinking of this for Rick, but
I see where you're going with it. He wants you to supercharge my weapon now, and then I'll just into the room and open fire.
It's a good idea.
I think I got one just for you, man. Right here.
And Rick look like Dr. OK says that out loud, and Rick turns to Heerz with this huge smile on his face. He says, "Just keep that ready," and then he hits the button, and he's gonna walk in with the with Sabrina right in front of him.
Okay.
And he's holding her handcuffs, and as soon as those doors open, he kicks her knee out, so she falls to her knees.
Okay.
And then he rests his artillery laser on her shoulder.
What?
And like uses her as like a shield as he's pointing his artillery laser, and he's gonna shout, "Stand down! Keep your hands where I can see them."
As you do that, the Lozu Pahir that is standing up sees this whole scene, this gaggle of people outside. Can probably see Nico, Dr. OK. Mm-hmm. Maybe Godwina looks over and says, Thank you. I was so worried. I thought that something might happen. It was very scary. Clearly, I can see that we look like she is not real. She is, I don't know what she is, but I'm very glad that you're here. Looks like you're okay too. And at that moment, the Lozu Pahir that is on the ground starts to looks up, sees the Lozu above her, and quickly rolls and then sits up with her hands back and says, shoot them. They're with the pirates. And the one standing up says, no, she is not real. She boarded it and she tried to kill me. What do you all do? What do you all
Rick
do?
has terrible sense motive.
Sense motive.
All right.
Rick
I got
has
a 19 sense motive on the
Wow.
standing one.
Rick has no idea though. He's got his artillery laser and he's just kind of swiveling back and forth at the two of them.
I got a 20.
natural 20.
We're very good at sensing motive right now.
Yep.
I got 28.
Wow, you guys are great.
We're seeing right through this crap, John. Come on.
Nico, what did you roll?
20.
Sorry. 20? Wow, okay, all right.
14 plus 6. Booyah!
I'm not going to say who, but you know what one of them rolled on their bluff check? Little sneak behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah.
A 19.
Wow.
So Dr. OK and Nico, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was her cadence. I don't know if it was the way that she spoke, maybe the uncertainty in her voice. Maybe it was the fact that the one who is on the ground, which I will just call out here, you are seeing two of them. It's the one that is down here, right? She moved back. I'll say she rolled 5 feet away. Who knows what it was? The one who is on the ground is wearing their armor that you've seen her in. And the one standing up is wearing station wear that maybe you've seen her in. You're like, that's familiar, I guess. Yeah, of course. But you can tell that it's the one standing up that is likely is having trouble passing off the fact that they are Lozu.
Yeah, also the fact that she was rummaging through unconscious Lozu's pockets is kind
I'm
of a
just
dead
saying.
giveaway.
I'm just saying.
So yeah, let's waste this
Yep.
person.
Nico's going to take...
I'm going to say to Rick, it's the one on the right.
And as soon as
the
he
one
says
on the
that,
right, the one on the right, as soon as you say that, you see Lozu's mouth move, but the voice coming out is not Lozu, and there's this grin that becomes this sneer, and they say, "This is where you draw your last breath." Roll for initiative.
I feel like we should have had advantage on this. But okay.
I mean, as soon as you... It was mostly because you said that, to be honest. But they are also willing to.
Okay.
They are willing to attack.
Wait.
It actually says in the book that they attack to possibly surprise you all. So the fact that you already knew, I was like, it's. They know what's up. We're all weird here.
Jen,
Yeah.
I had that spell readied, which was supercharged weapon, so I can do that out of initiative order, correct, for Rick?
Yes, you can do that out of initiative order.
Nice.
So,
though I rolled pretty
Because
low on
you did that.
initiative,
How long does it take to cast it?
1 round.
I think it's
It's instantaneous as casting.
it's instantaneous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's fine. Because you did that in the hallway.
Yeah,
right?
I did. Very nice. All right, Heerz does that for Rick.
Here you go, buddy. Shoot straight.
Well, I'm gonna say that you did that in the hallway, so that's been done.
Well, it's only
already.
good for 1 round, and I told him to have it ready.
That's fine.
It's just ready.
It's 6 seconds, but I'll say with the time that you did it, you stepped in. This happened. I'll let it mechanically work as if you had done it.
Thank you.
Just now. That's fine.
You're the best, John.
God,
Hey, you know what? I'm only trying to kill your characters some of the time, so don't say that I don't do things
I know,
for
you just find more creative ways to kill us is all.
Yeah, and then along the way, I give you little things. I'm like, hey, it's cool. You know, I make it seem like I'm being helpful, and really, I just want my characters that I make to destroy you. Cool. So, with that said, that's out of the way. Our goals are clear. That was our 4th session 0 that we've had, where I tell you that I want to kill you. And what are your initiatives?
Rick rolled a 9.
Rick rolled a 9. 5 from Heerz. Nico, Dr. OK, what'd you get?
Nico got
Dr.
an 18.
18 from Nico. Nice roll.
Dr. OK got a 16.
16. Good stuff. Alrighty. Woo, 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 woo. This is going to be awesome. I've been waiting for this. So, it's the top of the round. The Lozu that you all know to be, let's call him not Lozu. Not Lozu. Super creative name. Not Lozu. You see them, their hands kind of move and start to wiggle, and they say something under their breath. And then,
Oh no!
out of nowhere, their body seems to double. And then as it starts to double, it actually doubles again. And so in the same 5-foot space, you see 4 of them slightly offset, all looking very solid. as they used holographic cologne.
Oh no!
Oh,
Damn it.
man. Love it. So good.
What does that do? It gives you like a high AC or something?
Yeah, it basically, you'll see. So,
Don't make me look in the book.
Don't make me look in the book.
Is that a spell?
Well, I'm not going to say anything.
No, you're gonna make me Google it.
Well, don't Google. That's like just Googling the threefold conspiracy and just reading the whole thing, which you definitely shouldn't do.
I have done so hard. I'm fighting so bad not to like Google anything.
I will say you should. Yeah, you should definitely not do that.
Holographic image. I found it.
All right,
but I don't know what level you did it at, so it doesn't matter.
it's fine. Nico, you are up. What are you doing?
Nico's going to do a trick attack. So he's going to do a bluff check. And he's going to shoot with both blasters.
Okay. He's going to trick attack, shoot with both blasters. I don't know that you can shoot with both blasters and do a trick attack.
Why not?
Because shooting with both blasters is a full attack, I believe, right?
This is so how trick attack works.
Yep.
So you can trick or startle a foe and then attack when she drops her guard. As a full action, you can move up to your speed whether or not you moved. You can then make an attack with a melee weapon with the operative special property or with any small arm. So,
Yeah.
because I'm not moving, I think I could do that because this is before anything else.
I see what you're saying. I'm going to say this. I think attacking with both weapons could be a full attack. Yeah, you spend a full action to make 2 attacks. So you either spend your full action to make 2 attacks, or you spend your full action to do a trick attack, which involves 1 weapon attack. Just based on the rules, I think that's what that would be.
Is trick attack a spell or a feat?
It's
Trick attack is an envoy thing.
no, it's an operative thing. It's not
Sorry,
operative.
operative.
It's operative.
You all have Dirty Trick. Anyone can do a Dirty Trick. I think Dirty Trick counts as a standard action. But Trick Attack is, I think, a little better, right, Nick? And it's only a move action. Well, it's a full action, but like you can do it better than anyone else, I think. That's the whole point.
Well, Nico's just going to take both of his blasters, then he's just going to open fire.
You will have some soft cover because Rick, Dr. OK, and Sabrina are in front of you. So not Lozu will have some soft cover.
Dang it, John. You're just making my life difficult.
Dude, I'm playing the game as it's meant to be played.
I will do a trick attack then, and he will do a trick attack. And
Yeah,
come up to
gosh,
here.
John, following the rules.
I know. Horrible.
I
Horrible.
love it, guys.
What
Thank
an
you.
asshole.
Wow.
And-
All right, rules lawyer.
He's going to do a...
We know you do.
So he's going to shoot with 1 blaster here, and
Okay.
he's going to... he's going to do a trick attack. So bluff check first.
So, bluff check against the DC is me, right? It's 20 plus the creature CR.
yeah.
Got it. Okay. I see what you're doing. What'd you get?
You're not going to like it, John.
Oh, I'm gonna like it real hard.
Natty 19 plus 8 for 27.
Wow. You want to know what the DC was?
What is it?
23. You nailed it.
Booyah.
What do you do as your trick attack? What's your like tricky thing?
So
Do you shout, be like, "Hey, look over here"?
Nico's going to do that stupid roll.
Your shoelaces are untied.
So Nico's going to do that stupid roll again that Rick 19 was
acrobatics roll?
Yeah, that acrobatics roll that Rick 19 was just like, why'd he do that?
I love the continuity. Sorry to cut you off. Yeah. Amazing. All right, so you roll in between them like I picture like a Willy Wonka somersault, like
Yep.
doo-doo-doo, you know, and you pop up and you're like, boom, and then
So,
you shoot.
as a little bit of
I love
flavor
it.
for it, as he rolls between the two and he pops up with one of his blasters upraised, he says,
Yeah.
If you somehow manage to survive this, you can call me Quick Draw.
and he's going to take...
That was quick fire.
Oh, sorry, quick fire, sorry.
You can call
I didn't
me.
even know your own nickname.
You can call me
That's what.
Quick Fire.
And he's going to shoot.
That's so funny. That's what Sabrina says. She's like, it's quick fire, not quick draw. Okay.
Gosh,
All right,
stop. I'm trying to nail this, all right?
All right. So give me your
That's
attack
a pretty
roll.
quick fire.
This was your Azimuth laser pistol.
Yes. And that is a
Okay.
+3 as well. So that's a 21 to hit.
That is a hit. Nicely done.
Oh, wow.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a +3. No, that's not a plus. That's a 3. That's a 3 to
Plus
hit.
3 to her
That's a-
HP.
that-
So she
so
gains 3 HP.
No, sorry.
A -3 to her.
Minus
Minus
stamina
-3.
or
minus 3 to the health.
And she's flat-footed?
She's flat-footed. Plus, wait. I think I also get something else, right? I also deal. I also have to do an additional D4 here. Sorry.
Additional D4. Okay. Wait, what's the additional D4?
I get if I succeed on the trick attack, you are flat-footed, and I get another damage die.
Got it.
Another D4 here. So
Okay, so that's a 3.
and another 3. So that's -6, and you're flat-footed.
Okay. This is what I will say. As you fire, right? The shots hit. Nico, as you shoot and fire and say, you can call me Quickfire, then you see that the shots hit one of the not Lozus, and that Lozu disappears as you hit one of the holographic clones. And that is our game.
What?
Bullshit.
You know what?
Hey everyone, it's Kevin. I know you just heard my voice like 3 weeks ago, but I had to jump back into that rotation a little bit early because this week's a little more personal for me. Around 5 years ago, about the time that I got married, my wife and I agreed that when I finished school, we would move to the East Coast. Well, I finished my master's degree in December, and we started planning, and we're moving this weekend. So by the time next week's episode comes out, I will already be on the road with my wife, my son, and my dog, heading that way. And I'm leaving the table. I'm leaving behind 4 of my closest friends that I play Starfinder with. But the cool thing is that the technology today will allow me to continue playing without any changes. I mean, that same technology that we use to start a podcast in the middle of a global pandemic, that same technology will help me stay connected to these guys. I'm actually going to like phone it in like some kind of supervillain meeting with his like table of evil union members or something and play our podcast and put it out to you guys as if nothing has changed. And hopefully you wouldn't even know there was a difference unless you listen to this outro. But I also want to take that as an opportunity to like tell you as a listener, if you're at all interested in playing, that now is the time to join because there's nothing stopping you. And if you're curious, if you're looking for a way to do it, email us, send us a message on social media. We will help get you connected to the right person to get you playing, even if it's remotely and online. So reach out. That's all I'm saying. Get out there, play a game. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all your well wishes. And I'll see you next week on Will Save. So thanks again. Kevin out.